Well, this is part 2 of strawberries galore. So in the first video, I kind of showed how I got it to this stage. It's on the sheet pan, but now it's been in the freezer for a few hours. And if you wanted to, if you did it in the evening, you could put a bunch of sheet pans into the freezer, and then, you know, the next day, I've left these for a couple days down in our chest freezer downstairs, and it's not going to be too harmful, but I do try to get them into an actual bag as soon as possible. So in this case, I have time. So they're all frozen. They've been in here for a few hours. They're on this sheet pan. And so what I do is I'm just going to show you how I do this, and let's see, get a good angle here, is I'm just going to pull up on the corner of it, and it just kind of pops the berries and separates them so they become loose, because they're kind of stiff, a little bit stuck together, but you want to separate them as much as possible so they're not in clumps. So like here's a big clump, and then you can go ahead and just break those off in a little, you know, so they're all individual. So then when you put them into the bags, so here's a tip on the bags, is that you can use any kind of Ziploc bag you want, or if you have some other way that you like to store your stuff in the freezer, that's totally fine. I use Ziploc bags, and I like, not necessarily like the brand Ziploc, but what I found is, because I know that I'm storing berries to last for quite a while, I'm not going to put them in some generic chintzy, just snap and seal type bag. So I want ones that are actually, sometimes they'll say on the box, freezer. So you want to make sure that they're nice and thick. So sometimes I found, like I've had sandwich bags I've done before with berries, and they're a lot thinner plastic, and so they poke really easily. So as you're moving things around in the freezer, sometimes they can get punctured, and then that compromises. So now, you know, the berry, the food inside, if now there's actual, you know, air getting to it, and you find you get freezer burnt a lot quicker. So you'll start getting frost inside the bag, and that's how you know that probably your bag, you might need to switch bags. So I have big gallon ones, and then I have like Ziploc ones that are like quart size. I just got this new one. They're the kind where they're like the open bottom. It's different, like it sits. So for today, I'm going to use these. But I think I'm going to go back to the quart size of just the regular straight ones going forward. And I always want one with, you know, date. If it doesn't have one of these little things, you can just handwrite the date, as I always date my food. I date my food when I put it in the oven. I'll write the date in the refrigerator. I'll put a date on it the day I've opened it. You can either write the word opened if you need to, but I also, I know that's what it is in my house. I know if there's a date on it, that's the open date. So it just depends on if you're putting like what kind of date, what date reference you're using for yourself. So you're just gonna go ahead and pick these up. And sometimes I don't pack mine so plumb full that I can barely get the seal closed, whether it's a Ziploc, it's like a zipper, or if it's like just the press and seal kind. And I also kind of lay mine kind of flat. So a lot of times I'll start, and these over here, I'll start the bag, and then I kind of like, some people have vacuum seals, that works too, but you're going to be opening. So what I'm going to do is, most likely, I'm going to open this. So then it's all sealed. You can, like I've done this before, where you kind of like put some pressure on it and just suck the air out. And you're going to put the date on it. And today's date is what it is, okay? And then, when I want smoothies, I'm going to open it up. I'm going to pull out, either I'm going to use my measuring cup to scoop out what I want, or I'm going to pull out the handful I want, and then seal it and put it back in the fridge, whether I relay it back flat, or if I just have it clumped. So you'll get more in if you lay them flat and stack them if you want, but whatever your freezer system is, that's how that works. So this is what I recommend, and there you go. Post below if you have any questions. Thank you.